Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can turn your meeting recording into a useful transcription or summary using a free and open source AI tool. Now, this feature is not exactly new. We have seen something similar on Perplexity and ChatGPT, but this one is a bit different. So there is an AI tool called AnythingLLM. This is quite similar to LM Studio or Jan.ai, but it is more comprehensive. It has plenty of tools, and recently they just added a new tool called Meeting Assistant. And I think this is actually very useful, especially if you're running a company and you have a sensitive discussion and you don't want to share it with some third-party AI companies. Then I think you can use this offline alternative because everything stays within your device. So to get this tool, you can navigate to Google and search for AnythingLLM. This is completely free and it is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux. So you can download the version that is available for your device, and after that you can install this tool normally. And after that, you can launch AnythingLLM on your computer. But if you're running it for the first time, you won't see something like I'm seeing right now. You will see just the option to download an AI model. So I think the interface looks something like this. There is an onboarding process that will ask you to download your first AI model or your first large language model. And you can pick any model. It could be the Gemma model, DeepSeek, Qwen, Llama, etc. Just pick the model that you think is appropriate for your system. Anyway, after that, you'll see something that look like this, or maybe not, I don't know, maybe they're going to include or use a different UI in the future. But basically, to get to the Meeting Assistant feature, you have to open settings. Yeah, that's kind of strange because they're kind of putting it behind settings, which is, again, very, very strange. But anyway, you can click Meeting Assistant. And there you go. So this is where you can start a meeting. You can start from a recording. You can also just drag and drop an audio file to be transcribed and summarized by an AI model in this tool. But before that, I do recommend to check the settings. You can click this and then you click Preferences, and you can choose whether you want to use your CPU or GPU. Ideally, you want to use your own GPU because it is going to be a lot faster than CPU. But I noticed that when you want to download, when you want to use the GPU, it needs to download a runtime, the GPU runtime. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it downloaded on my system, and this is not a unique problem. I saw some people complaining about this issue when they're trying to download some necessary files or components or AI models via AnythingLLM. And basically, it is not very good if you are in the very slow internet connection. It demands extreme stability, and the download, let's say you have downloaded the file for 99%, and if there is some slight instability in the connection for just 1 second, it would cancel and you have to start from the beginning again. That is painful, and unfortunately, even today, I haven't found any solution for this, but hopefully in the future, it is more friendlier to a slower network. But anyway, let's continue. Here, I'm just using my CPU. It's going to be a bit slower, but I think that's fine. Now, as you can see, I already have downloaded the Parakit model, and you can, if you're done, then you can click download button, and you can enable speaker identification. So the AI model here, Parakit model, is able to distinguish different voices in the recording. So I do recommend to enable this if there are multiple people talking in the audio content. And also, it's very interesting that it is well integrated with some popular meeting tools like Zoom, Slack, Microsoft Teams, Discord, WhatsApp, and Telegram, and Signal. I don't see Google Meet. Okay, there is no Google Meet yet, but at least Zoom and some other tools are basically available. And also, you can enable live transcription, especially if you are recording in real time. You can enable this. Now, I'm going to close this. And I guess I'm going to start my own recording, and there is one paragraph that I'm going to read, and let's see this tool in action. I'm going to start the recording now. The GPU shortage was caused by 4 main factors: COVID-19 pandemic, disruptions, and surging PC demand from remote work, cryptocurrency mining boom driving massive GPU purchases, AI and machine learning expansion requiring thousands of GPUs for training models, and semiconductor supply chain constraints, including shortages of silicon wafers and critical components. Okay, so meeting is processing. Now it is very slow in my opinion. It's okay, but given that I'm using my CPU, not my GPU, it is going to be slower. And also, that model, the Parakit model, is only for transcribing the audio into text, but for summary and action items, you will need an AI model, which is why at the beginning, when you are still onboarding the AnythingLLM tool, they're asking you to download your first AI model. So that model will be used to summarize or to create some action items based on the recording content. Anyway, I'll just skip forward and I'll show you the result later. Okay, so this is the result. This is the summary that was created by AI by the Gemma 3 with 1 billion parameter model on my computer. Again, it is running locally and completely offline. So here you can see the transcription of the conversation from the audio file. In this case, there's only one person. That's why it says speaker 1. But if you have multiple people talking in the recording, then you can label them based on their names. So there is transcription, there is also summary where you can see, well, the summary, the main points of the discussion, and there is also action items. This one is interesting because AnythingLLM is just so powerful that you can do other things. You can create email, you can also do web scraping or run some AI agents. That's really cool because yeah, this AI model, this AI tool is able to do that. But of course, there are some setups that you need to perform. But these are some options that can be performed after you created or you provided the recording. Now, there is also ask questions. This is, well, I would say quite similar to NotebookLM, where you can chat with the recording. So you can get some insights based on the content that you just provided to AI. That's pretty cool. Now, let's just go back and let's navigate to meeting assistant again. So that's basically how you can use it. And if you want to start a new meeting, well, you can click new meeting. Then you can repeat the same process again. So I guess that's essentially the whole process to start a recording or to provide a recording to AnythingLLM via its meeting assistant feature. And then you can use this AI tool to transcribe the audio content into text, and then you can get the summary, the actions, or any important info using this local AI tool. So again, it's very useful if you don't want to share some sensitive information to third-party AI companies. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.